Hello there, welcome to another episode of World of Tanks at Engani Titan. Once more we're on Sand River, and this time I'm on the FE4202P, the British Tier 8 tank destroyer. It was originally a Tier 10 tank destroyer, and then they replaced it with the Centurion Action 10, and they made this a premium tank. And anyone who had it at the time got a free premium tank. I liked it as a tier 10. I really liked it as a tier 10. It's not relatively as good, I think, as the tier 8. And that the turret armor is a lot weaker relative to tier than the tier 10 one was. And the British 20 pounder, it can be problematic at times as well. There's quite a lot of tier 9s and 10s that you're going to have huge trouble with it. Now that said, they've given it a speed buff, but I haven't played it that much, and I was playing kind of badly anyway. Now I'm very inconsistent in medium tanks at the best of times, so we're going into this position because I like this position if I'm in particularly tanks with good hold down or good gun depression and hill ridge fighting capabilities, because you spot a lot, you get a lot of opportunities to spot stuff, and you get a lot of opportunities to sort of snapshot and fire at things. And it's actually quite hard for artillery to hit you on the reverse side of the slope. Bounce a shot there because of the extreme angling. Now I came a bit too far off the edge of the ravine into the wadi there, but I can come around and drive up here, which is another good spot. It's one that I don't favour as much, but I was going to chance in this tank because of the mobility. And also because our team have pushed fairly strongly down into the southern dunes, so I'm reasonably sure that there's nobody directly to the south of me that would have an open shot into my flank, or that would be at the edge of the village that would spot me. So it's not a bad location, and I'm going to use the opportunity, the fact that things are relatively quiet in the southern dunes, and I'm going to pull out into the centre of the map. The enemy are fighting there in the northern dunes, which is kind of unusual these days. It's something I haven't seen in a long time in a Sand River game. I actually think it's not a bad location, particularly if you're also contesting the mountain pass, to go for, because you can really interfere with people coming up by the mountain pass. It depends on how well you play it. Now, I'm not sure if an AMX AC-48 is the best tank to be doing it. He was just sitting a bit too flat there on top of the ridgeline, but he did spot me, so I'm going to have to pull back. However, I'm going to take the opportunity here to put some rounds into that Type 59, because he has a lot of people shooting at him, and there's a lot of things to worry about, and I'm just one of many things. Now, he has come down off the dune, which was probably the wrong move, but that said, if he was going to come down, he should just keep coming, go right into the village. I've managed to track him there, and he's in a very bad location tracked, because he's exposed to fire from multiple sides. And there's a KV-5 coming up here. I wouldn't come up here in a KV-5, but you know, different strokes. The Type 59 has vanished from view range. Just taking a wild guess. It depends on whether he kept moving or stopped. We didn't hit anything, and he's reappeared again. Somebody's reacquired him, but our tanks are pushing on fairly strongly along that side. So I'm going to move into the middle here, see if I can pick up more spots. Picking up some. And there's always the tanks in the dunes to keep an eye on. It looks like they might have gotten the better of our guys, even though we're kind of ahead overall. We haven't done so well on that side, which I think shows kind of the strength of that position. On the other hand, we've located the artillery, and we've done quite a bit of damage to him. However, I didn't get the opportunity to finish him off, somebody else did. There's a no-ho down there in the wadi, and I thought the tiger might stop me there, but I'm trying to put a few rounds into the back of him. I am picking up the spotting damage for him, but he's sufficiently well armoured, even with premium rounds loaded. I'm going to have trouble penetrating him, unless I can really pick my spots. Now, I got a return fire from the Yoho, and I got a shot from the Valorese, which has done quite a bit of damage to me. And there's a T-28 prototype who's taking out a chunk of me as well. But he had very few hit points left, so we managed to snapshot a return shot back. That's one of the things that this tank is really good at. The accuracy of the gun is such, and the gun handling is so good that you can snapshots. And a lot of the time they'll hit and penetrate. So particularly if you're using premium rounds. But it's a really good tank for peeking a ridge line, just snapping a shot off. And you'll penetrate enough times to make it worthwhile. Now we have the Emil there, we just finish him off as well. So we've picked up 2 kills, 9 damaging ribbons, and so far we have 9 assisted damage ribbons. But there's a 112 here now. He knocks a big chunk out of me, and I make the big mistake of really staying. I shouldn't have actually stayed, in my opinion, with hindsight. Tanks like the 112, frontal heavy, well armoured, heavy tanks from the front are something that this tank just can't cope with, and doesn't have the armour to compete with. I am spotting him, which is useful, and he was taken out because of the spotting, so that was actually useful to the team. There was enough people left over, so that, you know, I was able to get that done. So how do we do? Well, we got 1700 direct damage, and we did over 3k assisted damage, which was very good, and that has netted us a first class mastery. And we came first by experience, and we actually, yeah, we did respectable amount of damage as well. So I hope you found that video interesting. Thank you for watching, and I hope you enjoyed it. And if you did, please consider giving it a like and the channel a subscription. And thank you, like I said, again for watching, and I'll catch you all again soon.